outspoken Buba Galadima has come out to talk on the exit of Abba Kyari. Buba Galadima on the exit of Abba Kyari says 1 million Chinese doctors cannot reverse the hand of God. He said, "Don't let them fool you. Millions of people in the north are happy Abba Kyari is gone. Not only the south, the elite are so happy. Aisha Buhari is secretly rejoicing. VP Oshibajo is secretly happy. Fashola, Justice Onohe, Saraki, even Tinubu is secretly happy. Abba Kyari was a wicked and heartless man. As Nigeria's rogue ruler is ousted by COVID-19, Nigeria has the tragic distinction of being a nation whose citizens rejoice when their rulers die of natural causes. The death of Maximum Dictator General Sani Abacha, who killed and imprisoned many, including myself, and the death of Yaradua, whose secretive cabal also threatened my life, were greeted with joy and relief respectively. The news of the demise of Abba Kyari, Chief of Staff to Muhammadu Buhari and de facto president in his own right, unfortunately reconfirms this sad historical trend. Abba Kyari was a brilliant lawyer who reportedly made a first class studying abroad. However, he utilized his knowledge and intellect not for the betterment of his nation, but for the battering of his nation through the most lawless and foolish government ever. Kyari reigned supreme as the only unelected non-military person ever to completely arrogate powers of state to himself. He was implicated in collecting bribes from MTN, a foreign company that jeopardized national security by non-compliance with our laws and shortchanged Nigerians of billions of dollars in fines. Kyari, who appointed himself on the board of NNPC, also appointed his daughter vice president of Nigeria's Sovereign Wealth Fund. In effect, his nuclear family alone was in charge of both Nigeria's Income Generation Agency and Nigeria's Savings Agency. Kyari was implicated in the shameless auctioning of ministerial posts that brought in the most lackluster and uninspiring cabinets in the history of Nigeria, which even included a general indicted for stealing public funds during the Abacha regime. Kyari then decreed via President Buhari that ministers must see Kyari instead of him. Hell! But Kyari was not just a corporate thief. He stole from the poor too. A relative of Kyari's, whose father reportedly helped raise him, fingered Kyari for duping him in a contract scam. The victim relative, who was an IDP and the police officer who investigated his claim, were imprisoned and persecuted by the untouchable Kyari. Under Kyari, the legitimate Chief Justice of Nigeria was unconstitutionally usurped. National elections were hijacked and rigged, and the vice president of Nigeria was permanently quarantined. Kyari will go down in historic infamy as the only man to have surreptitiously and effectively removed a vice president, a chief justice, and a president in a democracy, leaving a carcass of a government and a nation behind. Kyari had the blood of countless Nigerians on his hands, according to the NSA, with whom he had a public feud because of his meddling in the war against terrorism. From the above resume of wickedness, lawlessness, and maximum impunity, it is clear that it will be difficult for Nigeria to mourn the passing of a man whom they did not elect but who misruled them with utter contempt and shameless arrogance. The only redemptive thing about Kyari's rule is that he managed not to infest several Western ambassadors who had the misfortune of meeting him recently. Fortunately, some of these ambassadors have completed their 14-day self-isolation in Abuja without incident. Kyari's self-importance was so much that even the military boys at the war front and foreign ambassadors in Abuja were all impacted by his overweening presence. For a cabal that has disemboweled our democracy from the inside out, this is a major loss for them. For the populace held down and raped by a vicious and unpopular regime, this is not a loss but a plus. That God in heaven rules in the affairs of men. If we must shed tears for Kyari, then know this: as long as our rulers pretend to govern, the people will pretend to mourn. Let us be very clear about this. The good book says, when the righteous prosper, the city rejoices, but when the wicked perish, there are shouts of joy. Let everyone ascertain for themselves whom the cap fits. I call on the remnants of the cabal to surrender power to the de jure rulers in the fear of God, and to release Vice President Osinbajo from banishment. 1 million Chinese doctors cannot reverse the hand of God. Therefore, kindly fear God and do the right by his people, the citizens of Nigeria, and govern well and justly for the benefits of all. May God have mercy on us all. Buba Galadima. Wow, this is deep, man. This is really, really deep. No need to say anything. This Buba Galadima has worked for how many years with Buhari before he came to power in 2015, and we know the history that made all of them not to even come together. And I think, and I'm sure that this Abba Kyari would have been one of the people that would have separated them. For the president's wife to have come out to say all that she said concerning Kaba, what are you talking about? What are people expecting people to do? Even if the president's wife could come out and say categorically, she had to summon courage that no, where are the men in this country? Where are the people that supported them, that helped them when they were coming into power in 2015? That how can they allow only 2 or 3 people to be ruling over 200 million people? That the people that supported them, they were nowhere to be found. That Nigerian men should come out. She called on Nigerian men to come out, though nobody listened to her. And the so-called people who are within the government, who are within the party, all of them, scattered all the way. They were afraid. Of course, it's a deep thing. Those are the things, you can't just be saying people are making things up. Okay, if you tell us that, it's opposition, because when people start talking now, they will say, oh, Buba Galadima, because he left APC, because of this, because of that. They will start saying that. What of the commissioner under Ganduje? You think the guy just came out and began to say all of those things? They all knew what was happening. Just that maybe they used that guy to just voice out what has been happening, and they just play the politics and remove the guy and remove the commissioner under Ganduje. They are APC people. He said the same thing. The man did not even speak at length compared to what Buba Galadima said, but he just said few things, and a lot of people were able to get the message he was trying to pass to the Nigerian people. Yet the people did not see anything. Some people felt, oh, we are just rejoicing. They're just rejoicing. No, it goes beyond that. Do you know, for a whole vice president, a man that was elected, and see the way they toss the man all around, people will tell you it is fake. All of them that are still coming out to be saying 1 or 2 things, because they are still gaining 1 or 2 things, if they are not longer together, you will hear a lot of things, and we're beginning to hear, we have just started hearing things that we've not heard before. We have not even started hearing from Aisha, because definitely if she has a lot of things to say, she will still come out. But I don't think this is the right time for her to speak, because everybody will respect that, okay, everybody will still go one day. But we cannot just be doing things and be oppressing other people. This man has spoken a lot. Even some of the things we never knew, that we were just hearing here and there, those things really happened, but they can't deny it. They can deny it. One thing is that, are you going to be blaming Abba Kyari? Somebody gave him the power. Somebody who is not competent gave him the power, because the person felt he could not do what he's been elected to do. That is just the way it is. Because if people that elected you thought that you could do much, and meanwhile you know that you are not capable, that was what brought Abba Kyari in the first place. I'm not sure Abba Kyari brought himself or made himself so powerful, because people who helped Buhari to come to power We know them. We know how all of those things play out. But now those ones cannot even say anything. They've crippled them. They've crippled them. So it is not even the fault, to me. It's not the fault of Abba Kyari. Somebody brought him in. Somebody who does not know what he's doing. Somebody who is not capable, who is incompetent, brought him so that his incompetence will not show. But it didn't work. It didn't work at all. It didn't work out. So what do we have to say again? It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. The unfortunate thing there is that the remaining ones, they will not learn until something drastic will happen. The ones that will have sense, they will be able to learn and begin to correct themselves. It's unfortunate. Someone says, I have not seen any northerner who happens to speak the truth like this man. Never have I seen before. Never. Someone say, true talk, Buba. You always speak the mind of the masses. Wow, somebody is making a lot of sense here. It is well with Nigerians. You have always stand by the truth. He always says it. Even during election, he was loggerhead with them. I like the man. Sound father with a sound mind. The best write-up so far. Welcome, Galadima. I love this quote. As long as our rulers pretend to govern, the people will pretend to mourn. Thank you, Baba Galadima. Buba Galadima. God bless you, Baba, to say the truth. Thank you very much, sir. But the question we Nigerians are asking is, where is Buhari? That is, Kyari is really Nigeria. Did Kyari overthrow Buhari or die? He kidnapped Buhari and lock him up, that Buhari is allowing him to rule on his behalf. There is a lot that you people are not telling us. Another says, let your days be long, Papa. Thank you. Great wisdom. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning what Buba Galadima has said. Leave your comments below and let's have your take.